Hey everyone, welcome to Blurred, your go-to spot for the best car videos on the internet. Today we're counting down the top 10 muscle cars that were never sold in America. While there are plenty of great muscle cars out there, these are the ones that would have really gotten our blood pumping if they were available stateside. From the incredible performance of the '68 JENSEN Interceptor to the stylish design of the '78 Ford Falcon Cobra, there's something for everyone on the list. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Number 10. 1967 Ford Falcon XR GT. The 1967 Ford Falcon XR GT is a true classic car. It's a true piece of automotive history. The XR GT was the top-of-the-line model for the Falcon range. It was a true performance car with a powerful V8 engine. The XR GT is a very sought-after car by collectors and enthusiasts alike. The XR GT was only produced for 1 year, 1967. It was a true limited edition car. Only 4,559 XR GTs were ever built. The XR GT was only available in 2 colors, Windsor Blue and Wimbledon White. The XR GT was powered by a 289 cubic inch V8 engine. The XR GT could accelerate from 0 to 60 in 9.7 seconds. The XR GT was a true performance car. It could achieve a top speed of 137 miles per hour. The XR GT had great handling and was very well balanced. The XR GT is a very sought-after car by collectors and enthusiasts. If you're lucky enough to own one, you truly have a piece of automotive history. Number 9. 1968 JENSEN Interceptor. The 1968 JENSEN Interceptor is a British muscle car that was produced by JENSEN Motors from 1966 to 1976. The Interceptor was designed as a Grand Tourer and was powered by a Chrysler V8 engine. The Interceptor was built at the West Bromwich factory from 1966 to 1976. The body was designed by an Italian design house, and the car was assembled by hand. The Interceptor was originally powered by a 383 V8 engine capable of 325 horsepower. The Interceptor was one of the fastest cars of its time, with a top speed of over 150 miles per hour. It was also one of the most expensive cars on the market, with a price tag of over £6,000. The Interceptor was discontinued in 1976 due to rising fuel prices and emissions regulations. Today, the car is a collector's item, with prices ranging from £20,000 to £100,000. Number 8. 1968 HOLDEN MONARO GTS 327. The 1968 HOLDEN MONARO GTS 327 was a special edition muscle car built by HOLDEN in Australia. Just 200 of these cars were made, and they were all powered by a 327 cubic inch V8 engine. Today, the MONARO GTS 327 is a highly sought-after collector's car, and it's one of the most desirable muscle cars from Australia. The history of the HOLDEN MONARO GTS 327 began in 1967, when HOLDEN released the first Monaro. The Monaro was an instant success, and it quickly became one of Australia's most popular cars. HOLDEN decided to capitalize on the Monaro's popularity by releasing a special limited edition version of the car in 1968. Just 200 Monaro GTS 327s were made, and each one was powered by a 327 cubic inch V8 engine. The Monaro GTS 327 was an instant hit with Australian car enthusiasts. The car's powerful engine and aggressive styling made it a favorite among muscle car fans, and the limited edition status of the car only added to its desirability. Today, the Monaro GTS 327 is one of the most highly sought-after cars from Australia. If you're lucky enough to own a Monaro GTS 327, you have a true piece of Australian automotive history. This rare and desirable muscle car is sure to appreciate in value in the years to come, making it a great investment for any car collector. Number 7. 2008 HOLDEN HSV Maloo R8. The HOLDEN HSV Maloo R8 is a sports vehicle that was produced by HOLDEN between 2008 and 2013. It is based on the Holden Commodore platform and is powered by a 6.2-liter V8 engine. The HSV Maloo R8 was the last of the Maloo vehicles to be produced and was replaced by the Holden VF Maloo in 2014. The Maloo R8 was first introduced in 2008 and was available in both manual and automatic transmissions. It featured a host of upgrades over the standard Maloo, including a more powerful engine, upgraded suspension and brakes, and a unique body kit. The Maloo R8 was also the first vehicle to be offered with a 6-speed manual transmission. The HSV Maloo R8 was a popular vehicle and was well received by the motoring press. It was praised for its performance, handling, and styling. The vehicle was also awarded a 5-star safety rating from ANCAP. Number 6. 1971 Ford Falcon GT HO Phase 3 351. The 1971 Ford Falcon GT HO Phase 3 351 is a true classic car. Its history is rich and its performance is legendary. The Falcon GT HO Phase 3 was first introduced in 1971, and it quickly became one of the most popular cars on the market. Its sleek design and powerful engine made a hit with car enthusiasts, and its affordable price tag made it accessible to a wide range of buyers. The Phase 3 was powered by a 351 cubic inch V8 engine, and it could reach speeds of up to 150 miles per hour. It was a true performance machine, and it helped to cement Ford's reputation as a leading manufacturer of high-performance cars. Despite its success, the Phase 3 was only produced for a short time. Production ceased in 1972, and the car was discontinued. Today, the Phase 3 is a highly sought-after collector's item, and it commands a high price tag. If you're lucky enough to own a Phase 3, you have a true classic car on your hands. This car is sure to turn heads, and it's sure to provide you with years of driving enjoyment. Number 5. 1972 Holden LJ Tirana GTR XU1. The 1972 Holden LJ Tirana GTR XU1 was a very special car. It was the first production car in Australia to be fitted with a 6-cylinder engine. The XU1 was also notable for its low curb weight and high power-to-weight ratio. The XU1 was developed as a direct result of the success of the LC Tirana GTR racing car. The car was homologated so that it could compete in the Australian Touring Car Championship, and it went on to win the series in 1971 and 72. The XU1 was powered by a 3.3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine, which made it lighter and more powerful than the V8-powered cars that were its main competition. The engine produced 160 bhp and could propel the XU1 to 60 miles per hour in just 7.1 seconds. The XU1 was available in both 2-door and 4-door body styles, and it was also one of the first cars in Australia to be available with a factory-fitted sunroof. The XU1 was discontinued in 1973, but it remains an iconic car in the history of Australian motoring. Number 4. 1971 Valiant Charger RT. The 1971 Valiant Charger RT is a muscle car that was produced by Chrysler Australia. It was based on the American Valiant Charger, but had a unique grille and rear end. It was available with a choice of 2 V8 engines, the 5.2-liter 318 cubic inch or the 5.6-liter 340 cubic inch. The Charger RT was introduced in February 1971. It was originally only available in 2 colors, Topaz Gold and Alpine White. A total of 1,647 Chargers were built in 1971. The 5.2-liter V8 produced 145 horsepower and 260 foot-pound of torque. The 5.6-liter V8 engine produced 165 horsepower and 290 foot-pound of torque. The Charger RT was discontinued in 1972 due to declining sales. A total of 2,408 Chargers were built in its 2-year production run. Number 3. 1973 Ford Falcon XB GT Hardtop. The 1973 Ford Falcon XB GT Hardtop was a true icon for the Australian automotive industry. It was the car that was used in the movie Mad Max, and it quickly became a cult classic. The XB GT was based on the Falcon XA, which was released in 1972. It featured a new body style and a more powerful engine. The XB GT was only produced for 2 years, and it is now a highly sought-after collector's item. Here are some fun facts and history about this amazing car. The XB GT was powered by a 5.8-liter V8 engine that produced 300 horsepower. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 6.5 seconds. The XB GT was also extremely well-balanced, and it had great handling. It was truly a performance machine. The XB GT was only produced for 2 years, from 1973 to 74, and a total of 1,557 XB GTs were built. The XB GT is now a highly sought-after collector's item. If you're lucky enough to find one, you'll be the proud owner of a true piece of Australian automotive history. Number 2. 1985 Ford Cosworth Sierra RS. The 1985 Ford Cosworth Sierra RS is a one-of-a-kind vehicle. It was originally designed as a race car, but was eventually released to the public. It is one of the most popular Ford vehicles ever made, and has a cult following among gearheads and enthusiasts. The Cosworth Sierra RS is a true legend, and here are some facts and history about this iconic car. The Cosworth Sierra RS was developed in partnership between Ford and Cosworth, with a goal of creating a race car that could compete in the World Rally Championship. The car was based on the Ford Sierra and was fitted with a Cosworth-designed engine and suspension. The Cosworth Sierra RS made its debut at the 1985 Monte Carlo Rally and went on to win the event. The Cosworth Sierra RS was powered by a 2.0-liter Cosworth-designed 4-cylinder engine. This engine was capable of producing close to 200 horsepower and was one of the most powerful engines available in a production car at the time. The Cosworth Sierra RS was also fitted with a number of race specification components, including a race-tuned suspension and brakes. The Cosworth Sierra RS was only produced for a limited time, and fewer than 10,000 examples were ever made. The Cosworth Sierra RS is now a highly sought-after vehicle, and prices have been known to exceed $100,000 for a mint-condition example. The Cosworth Sierra RS is a true icon and one of the most popular Ford vehicles ever made. If you're lucky enough to own one of these cars, you have a true piece of automotive history. And number 1. 1978 Ford Falcon Cobra. If you're a Ford fan, there's a good chance you know all about the '78 Ford Falcon Cobra. This iconic car was produced for just 1 year and was packed with performance-enhancing features. Here's a look at the history and specifications of this classic Ford model. The 1978 Ford Falcon Cobra was a special performance version of the Ford Falcon, which was a compact car that was produced by Ford from 1960 to 1970. The Cobra version of the Falcon was introduced in 1976 and was produced until 1979. Just 1,363 Cobra Falcons were produced in 1978. The '78 Cobra Falcon was powered by a 5.8-liter V8 engine that produced 175 horsepower. This was a significant increase over the standard Falcon's 4-cylinder engine, which produced just 90 horsepower. The Cobra Falcon could accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 8 seconds. The Cobra Falcon was also equipped with a special suspension and brakes that improved its handling and performance. The car's body was also lower to the ground than the standard Falcon, which enhanced its aerodynamics. Despite its short production run, the 1978 Ford Falcon Cobra is still considered an iconic car. It's a true classic Ford that is sure to turn heads whenever it hits the road. Well, that's all for today. If you're interested in other automotive videos, go check out our other videos on Blurred. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon for updates on new videos. And until next time, Thanks for watching.